All right, I'm live, sort of, kind of. I just got off, well, I went from a bus ride to a boat ride. As you can see, I'm back here in the movie library right now. I'm not quite sure if there's going to be many or any people on this morning. First off, I want to give a shout out to Celluloid Shot, and I will, after the video comes up here, like once it comes up, I'm going to link his channel down below because you all should check it out. So I said, hey Corey, I said that I wanted to work and get into like some new, like to highlight some different different companies and stuff. And the Celluloid went the extra mile for me. He actually hooked me up with the company. And hey, Levins, and it's one that I don't have anything of, so I'm actually really excited. It's an unboxing. These my packages are open, but I haven't looked in them yet. The thing is that I'm getting some birthday presents come from my better half. I am so tired, but I got my tea, so hopefully that'll keep me going. So Hin has been like taking everything that's come in and opening it. Hey, Jace, how's it going? Well, at least you got in at a decent time this time, right? At least you got in at a decent time. We still got to do our spaghetti western thing. Jace, my dad actually just gave me this Blu-ray with 25 spaghetti westerns on it. I'll show it here later on tonight. So that'll let me get up to date and actually, so we can do that future video. Especially now that I got a little bit more time in my hands. 3 hours of sleep, I know how you feel. So I also got a package here from Brian too, from the from Just to This Pure Cinema podcast. Now Brian actually just recently moved to a new kind of like to a new company to do his podcast. So that's kind of cool. I'm going to be doing an episode that's going to highlight some of my favorite podcasts down the road. There's going to be some stuff there to do. A lot of stuff. You've been looking at my Instagram lately. I'm putting in like Instagram live videos now, so that people can know when my videos are coming up and that type of thing. See, I got a Western. I actually do like I have a Western hat there somewhere. I got to go through my Western stuff. Right now, Jace, the basic thing is that I don't know as much as you. I want to watch a couple things before. Yes. Hey Juan, how's it going? I got some unboxing to do. So let's start with this. Do we start with the big one first or the small one first? Okay, we'll start with the small one first because I kind of know what's in this one. So I'm going to be on another episode of Just to This. It's just getting it all straightened away. So I got a couple here from Brian, and one of these here is actually going to be talked about on the podcast, but I'm not going to tell you which one. You're going to have to figure that one out on your own. But here we go. There's two Vinegar Syndromes to look at today. I'm actually really curious, but I need to see Sasha's studio stuff. I'm really excited about that. Actually, I want to see. So this is, hey, Culture Training, Battle for the Planets, and Mutant War. I actually don't know anything about either one of these films as far as I can remember. I did like see a trailer, and it looked like they had some stop motion. And I'm a huge stop motion fan. So, you know, Ray Harryhausen, David Allen, all that stuff. I really, Tippett, I really like those guys. So we'll see what the stop motion is like here. I'm not quite sure who worked on this one. But it'll be interesting to see anyway. And next up, I'm actually really excited about this one. It's the Graydon Clark classic horror comedy, Wacko. Wacko actually, yeah, me too. But that's the neat thing about I love when it's something that I haven't heard of because it's completely blind for me. Wacko, wow, Wacko's got quite the cast. We got Jodan Baker, Stella Stevens, George Kennedy, Charles Napier, Julia Duffy, Andrew Dice Clay in his first role. All right, now it's the big one. I'm actually kind of looks like it. Okay, so apparently it looks like a poster. So let's look at this first. I think. All right, what's that? We'll check that out in a minute. So there's a couple posters here before I show off the film. So maybe the posters are going to kind of give away what the films are. I'm not quite sure. But neat anyway. It's neat that they put posters in with these. So I'm guessing Celluloid Shot Mr. Jonathan. I can say the first name, right? I'm guessing you got me the deluxe packages, and I super appreciate that, by the way. Oh, wow. Okay, this is Irrational Fear. And I think I've seen this trailer, actually. I'm pretty sure I've seen this. If I have, this looks actually really interesting. So I have not seen this movie yet. I don't think I've seen any of Slasher Studios' work. And if you're out there, hey, Brian. I got the Vincents. Thank you so much. I will start watching them for the whenever the upcoming podcast is in the very near future. I literally just got home like an hour ago. They're very much appreciated, and they are going to a good home. And if I'm correct, and I think Brian knows podcasts, because it's kind of the podcast king, especially right now. Slasher Studios, weren't they a podcast at one point? So this is this memory. I really love this poster. I'm pretty sure, like back in the earlier days, the Slasher Studios started out as a podcast. I'm pretty sure, like if it had the word horror slasher into it, I used to hey Cropsy, I normally watch it. I got my favorites. So apparently they did like this Memory Christmas score. So I'm guessing this Memory Christmas is going to be in here somewhere. So let's grab. There's 2 envelopes here. This one's kind of thick. Oh, this is unique. So this is really cool. And I think you guys get a kick out of this. Okay, so this is this Memory Christmas VHS edition. I'm not joking, it's VHS. And apparently all their stuff is limited edition, right? From what I saw. And this is number 42 of 50. So there's only 50 of these made. I'm so excited that companies still make VHS. I collect. I got a VCR. I do watch VHS. So it actually has the this Memory Christmas. That's really cool. Okay, and there's a second one in here. Yeah, limited edition VHS. You don't see that very often, do you? So looks like we got a DVD and a couple Blu-rays. So we also have the DVD of this Memory Christmas here. So basically, if I don't have the if I didn't have the VHS player, which I do, I can also watch it on DVD as well. Kind of wonder if the Blu-ray is going to be this Memory Christmas. Kind of neat. So features, filmmakers commentary, blooper reel, behind the scenes, theatrical trailer, that type of thing. Pretty gory. You should love this gory poster. Picture it. I have to watch the latest one from Brian and Steph. I haven't got to watch that yet because I just got home. But I actually am going to listen to that today. Oh, no, they're 2 different ones. There's 2 more. So we got Irrational Fear. Swallow Your Fears. And this looks to be 130 of 200. So they're hand numbered. I actually like that. It's a nice little touch. That it's a smaller company and they hand number their stuff. I usually only see that with like if you're getting something come from Germany or something like that, you'll see like those limited edition things. So this is my first hand numbered, I think. So thank you, Celluloid Shot. There's a ton of features on here, by the way. From like, there's a couple commentaries, deleted scenes. There's some oh yeah, Slasher Studios Horror Podcast, The Making of Irrational Fear. Indie trailers. So definitely going to check that out. And Don't Go to the Reunion, which looks like one of those 80s style slasher films. Which, as you guys know, I'm a sucker for that stuff. I love the cover art. Yep, so this is 159 of 200. And this one looks to have like a couple different things on here. Short films, actually. So I guess these started. I think I remember them talking about a short film called Teddy. I'm pretty sure. So I think they got started with a short film called Teddy, and they did a couple other shorts, and then they went into like feature-length films. So if I'm correct, and I'm pretty sure if Celluloid's here, he can let me know. This is their output as of this point, right? This is like, I've got the entire Slasher Studios collection, so I will keep getting their stuff from here on, because I'm a completist, and to have everything from a company is actually really super cool. Now the latest one, oddly enough, doesn't have Slasher Studios on the side like it normally does on the other two, but it has it on the back. These are all unrated editions. So we got here. So let's go through this again for the people that just came in. So from a good friend Brian from Just the Disc podcast, which if you're not listening to, listen to it. It's awesome. And Pure Cinema podcast, again, pure awesomeness that everybody has to listen to. If you like my channel, you will love these podcasts. Being the Vinegar Syndrome guy, when it comes to Just This, I kind of like being the Vinegar Syndrome guy. Sent me here Wacko, which I'm very excited to check this out. This is a Graydon Clark film. I don't remember this very well. I kind of, if I'm right, it's the Lawnmower Killer type one. It'll be intriguing to check this one out again. It's been a long time since I've seen this. If you got the Uninvited from Vinegar Syndrome a while back, this is from the same director. Graydon Clark directed The Uninvited. He directed this as well. Graydon Clark does some unique work, and if you like The Uninvited, I'm pretty sure you're going to like this one as well. Looks like we got a commentary on here, so I got to check that out as well. And an interview and some never before seen outtakes. We've got like a reversible cover. So let's open up these now while we're here. I'm going to up all my discs and that now, so we'll see if any of them have any reversible covers, any like artwork that I should be seeing. I should have brought a knife with me. All right, so I'm just going to grab this here. Come on. So that ain't gonna work. All right, let's just do it from the top. I would like to say that, you know, I like those like ones that open up like a cigarette like pack, but I can never get those things opened. I always gotta like tear them anyway. You guys excited like me? I got like stuff that really, I'll be honest, especially where I want to take my channel, like it definitely excites me. I actually got recently asked if I would review, or at least do an overview of the Critters quadrology with the new TV series coming out. So I will be doing that in the near future. I have the set, so okay, here we go. Whoa, sorry guys. This one was I want to get all these open up. I want to get up I'm going to open up everything. My Vinegar Syndrome, my Slasher Studio stuff, so you guys can see inside what they look like. So, Vinegar Syndrome did a Blu-ray DVD combo pack. And this here is the inside cover. And I'll be honest, I don't know which one I like better, because they both have that kind of like that cool Mad Magazine style cover. So I do, either way, I kind of do like that. This one here has the pumpkin-headed like Lawnmower Man. I'm pretty sure it's Lawnmower Man Killer. Correct, you can feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but if I do remember it correctly, that's the name of the killer in the movie Wacko. And if you want to know kind of what Wacko was like, Wacko, Corey, it is, yeah, but I always get it messed up. Wacko is kind of like, did you ever see Student Bodies, Corey? It's kind of like Student Bodies. I haven't seen it in a long time, but it's like extremely like wacky. Like it's like not even a joke. I think like lean across to the ciliary side of Student Bodies, and I'm pretty sure that's what Wacko's like. It's Graydon Clark could be like an unusual, like different filmmaker already, but with that cast, you can expect a lot of fun. I guess in a way, maybe put Student Bodies and kind of like hybrid it with Class Reunion, and that's kind of what you can expect. It's been a while, so that's just on basically on memory alone. Once I watch it, I'll be able to actually give a better opinion, and I'm not quite sure if that opinion is going to come on here or it's going to come on another place. So I think it's going to come another place. Oh, nice. Okay, so Mutant Wars also goes for the DVD Blu-ray combo pack, and I really do like this other cover too. I'm a sucker for this stuff. I really am. This is a me and him type of thing. All right. So I showed you guys the. So let's. So luckily these here are already, so I don't have to mess with those two. So we got Don't Go to the Reunion. I love the red like coloring for that, and the unrated, the way that it's done. It kind of like has that demented feel, and I like demented feelings. That says a lot about me, doesn't it? So I wonder if they'll do this. No, actually, to give it kind of, this is unique. So you're waiting for your package to arrive, Warlock? Didn't get the notification? Celluloid Shots here. I got these videos here because of these movies here because of Celluloid Shot, who's introduced me to the Slasher Studios company. And make sure you're subbed to his channel, which when I wake up after I make this video, I will be linking his channel down to the in the thing down below. Hey, sexy one. I'm so sorry, Sasha. I went on vacation to see, and Sasha ended up getting the Fantastic Mr. Fox from a much more reliable source because it took me a while. So I apologize. I'm sorry. No, I do feel bad. I'm not gonna lie. I do feel bad. I'm glad you got it because I was gonna call my better half if you hadn't. Nice, smart move. So yeah, I really like this look. I love this look. So if you have not checked out Celluloid Shot, check them out. And if you haven't checked out Slasher Studios, I don't think their podcast is around anymore. But check out their output. This looks to be right up my alley, actually. Irrational Fear tells the tale of 6 therapy patients brought together at a secluded cabin to confront their strangest fears. Little do they know their fears are about to become a killer reality. So, Slasher. As you guys know, I'm a huge Slasher fan. And now we're going to open up the DVD of Dismembering Christmas, which I actually watched the trailer for before it came on here. It's the only one I got a chance to watch the trailer for because I was talking to Mr. Celluloid, and told him I was going to do the video, but apparently the notification didn't show up. You find Irrational Fear is the best of the 3? Now, they had a podcast at one point, right? Because I'm fairly sure I used to listen to it. Like a couple years ago. Because I'm sure in 2016 or 2017, I think their podcast, that's when I stopped like seeing it come up my notifications. All right. Okay, I'm actually. This is actually kind of cool. It's got a Christmassy style look to that, almost like a Christmas ball or like kind of Christmas lights, kind of like flickering in the background type of thing. If you can kind of get that feel to it. I kind of expected where they were a low budget company that it would just be like this Memory of Christmas and nothing else written, like for the DVD, and they probably kept their bigger stuff for their Blu-rays. But no, actually, so not rated, so not quite sure on the on the gore and nudity quotient in lower budget film, slasher films. But let's see. Hey, Scott, how's it going? So, guys, today has been a big day. I just got back from visiting my dad in Newfoundland, and hopefully you guys got a chance to check out the videos that I did with my dad. It was a long time coming. My dad is a huge inspiration for my movies. My mom loves movies too. When it comes to my parents, I get I think my old school kind of movie love from my dad, and I get my love this serial killer mystery murder stuff from my mom. It's we're like a bit bit on the twisted side there. But for anybody that just came in, from Brian from Just to This Pure Cinema, if you guys haven't checked him out, please make sure that you're subbed to the podcast. When I do another episode, I will let you guys know. You guys will be the first to know. As long as he doesn't gag me. If he puts a gag order on me, I gotta leave there. But I'll let you guys know right away as soon as there's one coming out. We'll definitely be pimping that. Battle for the Planets and Mute More. I don't know. I don't think I've seen these. Oh no, Corey, we made you demented. But I'm super excited to check these out. I can't watch these without him though, because this is her stuff. This is her style. This got stop motion and sci-fi, and that is Hind. Her favorite, my better half, her favorite movie of all time is Jason and the Argonauts. That's her favorite movie. And so as you can see, I chose well when it comes to better half. Jason and the Argonauts is her favorite film. Oh, you guys are lucky. When I was at my dad's, I was shoveling a bit because it snowed, man. It snowed a couple times, and not used to that here. Oh yeah, I'm actually really intrigued by this Warlock. I like the fact that it actually has stop motion. That really does intrigue me. Wacko, I know I'm going to love this. I love Graydon Clark. And I slightly remember certain things. I kind of remember George Kennedy as a very perverted father. I think this is the movie. Where he's always trying to take peeks at his daughter in the shower and when she's asleep. It's really no, I have seen Wacko. I've seen this one, but Brian, see, it's been a while. I'm pretty sure it is the one, right, where George Kennedy's kind of sneaking peeks at his daughter. It's done really over the top comical, but he's at the when she's sleeping in bed, he's got some kind of, I'm not sure if it's a hand thing or something like that. He's trying to lift up the anyway, hopefully Brian will get to talk about this one, because I think you're gonna like this one. You've seen it too, so yeah, it'll be interesting. Graydon Clark is really interesting. I like him as a director, and I find his stuff. I'm intrigued to check out the commentary as well. Yeah, actually, I think Graydon Clark did Joysticks. Joysticks, and if you're a Vinegar Syndrome fan and you've been following the recent packages, the Uninvited as well, part of your order restricted. They did. See, for me, I don't have Fleshpot actually. I didn't get the what's the word I want to use. I was never restricted when it comes to film. I think my grandparents tried to. They said, don't watch this. But I grew up with my my parents kind of like got split, stayed good friends and stuff, but they split like early on, and for the betterment actually, because they both had like fantastic lives apart from each other, and they could, you know, got to the point where they could talk and be friendly and stuff like that. That's fantastic. So I was raised primarily by my grandparents, and there's like an age gap there. So I was pretty much, I'll be honest, I was pretty spoiled, and I was left to do a lot on my own. So when VHS came around, Flesh Pound and Fortune, I gotta get that one actually. That's gotta be Flesh Pot Sounds Andy Milligan. I'm pretty sure that's Andy Milligan, and I've only got all I got from Andy Milligan at this point. I got no Vinegar Syndrome Andy Milligan. I just got this Something Weird DVD, so it'd be interesting to upgrade. Well, not upgrade, to get like some more Andy Milligan stuff. And one of the coolest things I got, the best Milligan film, right? In the slasher thing was this here. The Slasher Studios put out a VHS. Yeah, I love VHS. You know, I'm a collector, and this is my first modern VHS. So yeah. Along with the complete Slasher Studios collection of films. Thank you, Celluloid Shot. This is awesome. Only 50. I know, that's what's so cool. And these here, like only like on these Blu-rays, only 200 exist of each, and that's a low count number. Oh, it's really seriously appreciated, especially the fact that I said that I was going to be looking at companies that I haven't looked at before and spotlighting them, and you literally sent me a company that I haven't looked at before that I can spotlight. That's huge. I got a lot of watching to do. Got some Slasher Studios, got some Vinegar Syndrome, and I'm super stoked about everything that I got here today. What a way to come back! What a home reunion, actually. I met my better half. She picked me up off the boat. That sounds bad, but I came back on the ferry. I got to take a bit of tea here, guys, because I'm caffeine deficient right now. Around 5:30ish, I left Newfoundland yesterday, and I got on a bus. Nice. I don't know them yet. I'll look into them though. And from the bus, I got off the bus. The boat was a little late going in. Full Wisconsin experience. Were these films all made in Wisconsin? Oh, okay, perfect. So I get to see a little bit of the Wisconsin like area and style too. I love when films are done in a specific area. That's like when I watch a lot of like the early, like the 70s, 80s New York films, and it's doing like the 42nd Street, and it's almost like seeing a time capsule into that area. This here, you know, these are made here in the like 20 years from now. These are going to be like a Wisconsin time capsule. Oh, thank you so much, Brian. Make sure you check out his podcast. I'm so tired, but I'm here for a bit till I do that. Have a great day, Brian. Brian's a busy guy right now, and check him out on the podcast. Check out his Twitter account as well, and all the social medias. Have a great day there. Say hi to all the guys for me, from Steph to Rob to everybody, and you work hard, man, and you're gonna. It's showing. It's showing in your podcast, the work that you're doing. Whoa! Stop! Close down. Where at, like all the FOPs in Covent Gardens? No, I did not hear that. Gonna make me cry now because FOP is my favorite place. So did they close down FOP completely? See, because for me, FOP was that cool, was the cool line, like shoot off from HMV. Like HMV was the mainstream type of stuff thing, and FOP was like kind of that cool place that you went to. Is FOP open where you live? I love that. I love FOP. It just has a nice. I went there. When I spent time in London, I'd go to HMV. The one that's closed down. It's closing out. Either closed down now or it's closing down. The big one, the original one. And but FOP had this kind of just had a cool vibe to them. The guys that worked there were fantastic. I promise I will, because I will do that. We will do that like crossover stream soon. We'll probably do that on your channel, because you're way better at doing the crossover stuff than me, and we get it done faster that way. As you can see, this cup is from FOP. Dark Side Releasing. They're Canadian. There's a lot of companies that I want to check out. So guys, my birthday's coming up. If anybody wants to send me something from an independent company, or if you know somebody that works in an independent company and wants to send something my way, I will show it off and review it on the channel. So if you want to at some company that's on the go, let them know. But I'm really disappointed. I'm glad I got this then. Oh, my birthday is March 31st. I was almost born on April Fool's Day, actually. My dad's birthday is actually next week. It's March the 14th. I got him. I wanted to give him something. Hey, Andy, how's it going? Covent Garden still open? Yes, that's my favorite, Andy. That's my favorite. My dad's birthday is on March 14th, so this year I picked him up. It's on the way now. 10 to Midnight from Scream Factory, because he didn't have that one. He didn't have the other edition. He's a huge Bronson fan, and I know he loves 10 to Midnight. And I think it was on. I'm pretty sure it was on Just This podcast that I was listening to, and you're a few days before me. Nice. Are you Aries too, Jace? They mentioned there was a really great commentary on the 10 to Midnight podcast. 10 to Midnight, like Scream Factory. So I wanted to get him that. You're turning 30 today. Happy birthday, dude. So your birthday is literally today. I wish I was turning 30. Scorpio. So everybody say happy birthday to Celluloid Shot here, whose birthday is today, which is freaking awesome. So you're not Aries. What's the earlier part of March? Jay says, see, Aries is the leader of the astrological symbols. So just saying, we are. Now, when I was a kid, I looked up all that stuff. I wanted to know. Last year in your 20s, dude. Me too, Jace. Me too. God, I don't even have last year in my 30s, Jace. I want to go to Australia so bad. I was just watching. I'm going to put it out there. I never watched this type of stuff, but I was on the boat, and you kind of don't want to get into anything too heavy when when you're on a boat, right? And they had this I'm embarrassed for saying this. There's this show, and I watched it because it was Australian, called Back with the Ex, right? I'm not. So it was like a 7-part show set in Australia. It was like super, super cheesy, like reality stuff. My brain melted a bit while watching it, but it made me want to go to Australia. Your accents rock, and it's a Sydney looks gorgeous, and this guy was in Bowler, so we got to see this little town in Australia called Bowler, and the girls were, wow, no, just wow, just really wow. So that's my secret confession. I watched the reality show, and I never watch reality shows. It's so weird for me. I'm not a reality show person. I know there's a lot of people that they'll watch like Big Brother and Survivor and what's the other ones? The Voice, right? That's like it's the singing one. Well, I saw that at my dad's. Not too bad, you know. It's okay for what it is. I'm not a reality show person, but I understand like a lot of people are really into that stuff. But I did watch this one. I just like watched it through. American Girls for you. Have you seen? See, there's for me, obviously, Jace, Moroccan, because my better half is Moroccan. And having two sisters from here, it's Candy Cameron. I used to watch Candy Cameron back in the day. Ellen Funt. All them reruns though, actually. Chris Walken and Ewan McGregor. It honestly, Brazilian girls and Moroccan girls, a lot of similarities there, dude. Trust me on that one. Actually, yes, she's actually Jace. She was born in Casablanca. Not joking. She was born in Casablanca. Her sister lives there right now. So when we live in Marrakesh, once we go back there, we'll do the train ride, go to Casablanca. The mall in Casablanca is enormous. And you have a type, Jace. I got a feeling you have a type. Heather Waters on the, you mean when I was coming across? It was a little rough, right? I'm not gonna lie to you. There was a lot of ice out there, right? So we're going. It's an overnight trip. I get reserved seating, which basically just means like you're in an area where you got like a key card. It's better like you got bags and stuff like that. You're taking bags. Water's wet, but it was like a lot of ice packed. The waters in Casablanca are warm. Not as warm, I wouldn't say, as like the Canadian, like as in where I'm from, Newfoundland, when it gets warm there in the summer. I actually, Jace, I said to my better half, that I want to go to Casablanca and I want to make a play. I want to do a place called Rick's Place, and his like, that's a good idea. That's a really good idea. Unfortunately, I think somebody already beat me to it, so I can't do that. Though I do want to take my love of movies over to Marrakesh with me, and have some sort of like movie viewing club over there. I'm actually going to try that. So if any of you guys ever come to my area in Morocco, you're invited, and we'll do that. We'll watch something cool. That actually is a good idea. As you guys can see, if you haven't watched my last couple videos, when I went to Corner Brook, one of the first things I did is I got my hair cut because I was starting to look like I belonged on Survivor, and I'd been there for a few days. So and my beard was out like this. I had like this Kurt Russell beard going on there, and my hair was kind of like that, because it has a mind of its own. Bond Marathon. Nice. Are you excited about the new Bond movie, Jace? What do you think of Rami Malek potentially being the villain in the new Bond film? Because you would definitely have an opinion on this. He's a good actor. I don't see him as a physical threat. You know what I mean? But I guess if the right kind of henchman or stuff is there, okay. But he is, he is a smaller guy. Like he's not a big guy. In like side, like that's You think he'll make a good villain? Yeah, I think he will. I think he'll make more of like a. This is like Daniel Craig's last. This is his last hurrah as Bond, before they go to recasting again. I want to see him do a good mastermind type, the creepy kind of intelligent villain. I don't want to see him go the way of like, oh God, what's his name? Jonathan Pryce. I don't want him to see him do a Jonathan Pryce. I think it's a given. We're going to get Christopher Watts back because I think we're going to get our "we have all the time in the world" sequence in the next Bond film. You know what I mean? You know where I'm going with that. You get it, right? You know where I'm going. You know it. You know what's going to happen. This is Bond. He left to be with a girl. We all know what's going to happen. It's no spoiler that it's pretty much a given. I think they're going to go out on some form of on Her Majesty's Secret Service type of thing. And I don't know if they'll just do another Bond film or if they're going to like reboot the whole franchise and like make him younger again like they had originally planned to do. Because originally, like, before, like, Daniel Craig was hard on, and Jace is the Bond aficionado. He's a Bond expert here. I'm not. I'm a Bond fan. Jace is a Bond expert. They looked at Heath Ledger. That didn't, to do like a younger Bond, and people were kind of surprised at the time that Heath Ledger was even being looked at, because I don't think people at that point knew just how good his acting chops were. Unfortunately, Heath Ledger, passed on, and they didn't go with that in that way anyway. But they did at one point look at doing like a younger Bond, and I kind of think they might do that again. I think that after Daniel Craig, we're going to be looking at like a younger actor in the role of James Bond. That's my opinion on it anyway. I think they're going to go for someone younger. I don't think they're going to cast like there's been casting like maybe Dan Stevens. Yes, Dan Stevens is my choice. And just watch The Guest. Like, once you see The Guest, you'll be like, yes, Dan Stevens. Do you think Jason Isaacs would be a fantastic Bond? Jason Isaacs, I kind of agree, Sasha, but Jason Isaacs has so many so much in so many different, so many pokers and so many different fires right now. If he played Bond instead of the Joker, he might still be alive. But things happen in the way I guess they're meant to happen. I think Jason Isaacs would be good as a villain. I know that Jason Isaacs, he mentioned Bond, right? He mentioned that he wouldn't mind doing it. There's been a lot of people that Dalton 2.0, not a. You think Jason Isaacs has the for a Dalton? There's a harshness to a Dalton. The danger, and Dan Stevens has that. Dan Stevens. The only problem with Dan Stevens is he might come off a little bit too much like Craig. The physicality way. Dan Stevens has the physicality. If you've ever seen of course, if you watch James Bond and you watch Casino Royale, the first Daniel Craig one, and you're watching that sequence in the beginning, that bathroom sequence, that bathroom fight, at that amazing bathroom fight. That's the style of Bond you're going to get with Dan Stevens. Isaac, I think, is going to be, and I could be totally wrong because I haven't seen everything that he's done. To be completely honest with you, I see Isaac as a little bit lighter, as not completely on the Moore-esque side of Bond, but maybe a bit more of that. He has a bit more of like that, of that, of that charm that you kind of like the lighter charm that you could get the one-liners off a bit more than I say, like Dalton. Dalton could never like did a great job as Bond and a great job as like a serious, harsher Bond. Dalton was never meant for the flippant lines, and you can see it in the first movie that he did because it wasn't written for him. It was written for Pierce Brosnan, and Pierce Brosnan had to pull out because Remington Steele the exercised the right to actually to do another season of Remington Steele, which only ended up being 3 TV movies. But it was written for Pierce Brosnan, so Timothy Dalton was doing lines in the first film. You can tell that were not meant or catered towards him. Now, when he got to do the second film, The Living Daylights, not Living Daylights, the oh my God, License to Kill, then that's when he becomes like the Bond that he should be, in my opinion. Oh, you want to see what I got from Slasher Studios, Jay? Because it's cool stuff, and I don't mind showing it again. So, and I think you guys don't mind, right? Because I want to show the posters again, because these are cool. So from Slasher Studios, I got, as we talked about Bond, he would have been able to develop if they would have given him more time. Irrational Fear. Keep talking Bond as I do this, guys, and I will catch up with you. I've got this is the poster for Dismembering Christmas. Dismembering Christmas score, which is actually really cool. You did, didn't you? And by the way, it's Celluloid Shot's birthday, so don't forget to say happy birthday to him. I'm not joking, it's his birthday today. He almost didn't let us know that. I have this because of Celluloid Shot, so make sure you subscribe to his channel. Obviously, he has great taste. Dismembering Christmas, the DVD of that. I've got the Blu-ray of Bond Stream 2.0 of Irrational Fear, and it is number 130 of 200. Oh, here we go. I also got Don't Go to the School Reunion. Don't go to the reunion. I added the word school. And this is 159 of 200. I love the fact that these are limited editions. And the other thing I got from Slasher, from Celluloid Shot, is the limited edition VHS of Dismembering Christmas, which is actually 42 to 50. There's only 50 of these. My dad's spaghetti western pack. Do you guys mind waiting for a second? I'll go grab it, actually. And on the Vinegar Syndrome side of things, Wacko from Brian, and Battle for the Planets, and Mutant War. It's a double feature. Do you guys mind waiting here for 1 second? I'm just gonna grab that. As you guys talk Bond, I got a couple more things that I got on my trip. So you guys, I think you guys like to see that. I just got a couple movies and one that I'm interested in showing you guys. So wait right here. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. All right, for those that stay, thank you. So I got a couple things to show you guys that I got on my trip. That's why I said it like that. And I am so not cool. Actually, I haven't seen them yet, Jay. I'm actually really excited to see them. I'm a huge slasher fan. I'm so not cool with them replacing Matthew Lillard as Shaggy, because he, aside from Casey Kasem, Matthew Lillard is, you know, is my Shaggy. He's done a great job, and he really committed to the role. Was really not happy about that. All right, this is what you want to see, Jace, right? So this is kind of neat. My dad got me this, and this is something called Westerns Unchained. So it's 25 films. Oh, you're so lucky, Sarah. I don't get to see those things. I need to be able to go to some more film festivals than that down the road. And yeah, I'm not joking. There's 25 Westerns on here. This is one Blu-ray, so you're going to get varying quality, I'm guessing. But these are the Westerns. So for Western fans, I'm just going to read them out really quickly. So we got Lola Cult, Long Days of Revenge, California, Execution, Kill Django, One After Another. Yeah, I know. Adios Gringo, My Name is Pecos, May God Forgive You, Django Last Killer. That's on Blu-ray, yeah. Twice a Judas, Train for Django, 44. I got a 44 Spaghetti Western pack over there too, actually. But these are different films. So a lot of these are anyway. Go with God, Gringo, Ringo's Big Night. I guess that's a Ringo like knockoff. Gun for 100 Graves, Pray for Vultures, Finger on the Trigger. His Name Was King. Yeah, one disc. This One Fine Day When Django Met Sartana. Django Defies Sartana. Django and Sartana. It's the End. I'll check here in a second. Actually, I want to get this done. Django Shoots First. Hallelujah for Django. Revenge of Sartana. Ringo's Mark of Vengeance. So a lot of the kind of the knockoff copycats of those. So this is done by, who the heck is this done by? Golden Star. So Dad that found this one. He knew I'd be interested in this because he knew I was going to be doing like a one of these like spaghetti western podcasts. Oh, they'll be super compressed, but they'll be fun to watch. Just to have them here, right? Because like I had them on DVD before. So it'll be a fun watch just to see them. I don't have a lot of westerns in my collection. I got a 44 Western spaghetti western set that came from Mill Creek, and I got my Sartana set and my Ringo set. I love Ringo. I gotta watch the Sartana set. That's like high on my list, the ones that I need to watch. But these I wanna. So my dad, knowing that I was gonna be doing that, got that for me. So I was at there's another western though. If you guys are into western stuff, so I picked up some Randolph Scott. Not the indicator set. I got that on my birthday wish list. That's kind of the ones I think Hind might get me. Either that or Outer Limits. She's going to get me either a Randolph Scott or I'm not sure yet. But anyway, so this is a 4-pack. I saw this. I didn't have it. I don't have any of these actually. Colt 45, Fort Worth, Ride the High Country, which is an incredible, incredible western. If you like westerns at all, Ride the High Country is really good. And Tall Man Riding. So there's some really cool stuff on this one here. I'm not sure if Jace, you're a Randolph Scott fan? Like I am a huge Randolph Scott fan. I'm not gonna lie. He's probably one of my favorites. Ride the High Country is amazing. I love that we got like two different, like we got like an indie horror thing and a Western James Bond thing going on here. That's, you know, you can't beat that. So the first three are on this, you know, on a double-sided disc, right? And the fourth one here, Ride the High Country, gets its own disc. And I think there's some features on here as well for Ride the High Country, which is, you know, it's a fantastic film. It's Peckinpah, and you know, you can't normally go wrong with that. So don't judge me on the other two. I do recommend the indicator set. It's on my list. Bud Boddicker does great stuff, and his westerns are usually a little bit more, not want to say cerebral, but the revenge. A lot of times you're gonna see Randolph Scott has to get revenge for some reason. You got to get into the Westerns culture, Tree. Just watch watch a couple different ones. So, I got a wrestling one. Don't all run away. But this was a wrestler that I liked. He does like more independent work now. Best in the Mess of West. And that is John Morrison, Rockstar. So, you guys, if you watch wrestling, then you know who this guy is. He went by a dozen different names. I think he went like Johnny whatever company he was in. He was in like Lucha Libre, Underground. And Jubal is a fantastic Western. Wasn't that put out by Criterion? I got to get that one, actually. So there he is. And he looks like John Morrison. Looks like Jim Morrison. There you go. That's probably why they named him John Morrison. Anyway, he's what you call a parkour style wrestler. So that's what I like about him. I don't watch much wrestling nowadays, but when I do, I like to watch that type of stuff. And I grabbed this one. It's the DVD, but it had some great features on it. And it is actually one of the cheaper Criterions. I don't think there's any features on it, but it's actually a really good print. There's a few like that you put there, and you've put them on like on sale times, like maybe 14 or less usually for those. Like you buy the DVD, it's $9. Buy the Blu-ray here in Canada, it's $14 for like Jabal. They did a couple, like 310 Yuma. They did I think around the same time as well. And I got the Treasure of the Sierra Madre, which is a favorite of mine. Kilman the Grand Duel, I know. I want them. I got the Blu-ray of them from Mill Creek, actually, Jace. The double feature Blu-ray from Mill Creek, which actually is pretty good quality. And I had to have this. I'm a huge Humphrey Bogart fan. I'm a huge fan of like of John Huston on here, and he directed the film, wrote the film. There's a bunch of features on here. There's actually like a 2-hour-long documentary on John Huston's career on here as well. So that is kind of fun. I like the fact I got one of those little TCM things on the inside here. So what do we got here? So we get the feature-length commentary with Eric, your favorite Humphrey Bogart movie, right on, and the co-author of Bogart, Warner Night at the Movies. You got the Mill Creek as well. I got to sit down and watch that again, but I do want to upgrade it. I know the Mill Creek one's going to be fantastic, but if there's features on those, and I know there's going to be features on those, I'm going to need to get those AR releases. Comedy short subjects, so you want to be a detective. Merry Melodies cartoon Hot Cross Bunny. Key Largo theatrical trailer. Newsreel. Bonus disc on the second one is like we got Discovering Treasure, the story of the Sierra Madre. I think that runs around like an hour or so, hour and a half long. And there is supposed to be, although they don't mention it right here, there's supposed to be like a documentary on Walter Houston. I'm pretty sure there is. John Huston, sorry. Classic cartoons on here as well, treasure troves, and the a Lux Radio Theater broadcast, which I actually really love those, of Treasure of Sierra Madre with Humphrey Bogart and Walter Houston recreating their screen roles. Thank you for coming in, and welcome to the Movie Club, Jay, because you are officially a member now, so say hi to Jay, who's now an official member of the Movie Club. My favorite Humphrey Bogart film is one that a lot of people will not say it's their favorite Humphrey Bogart film, but I'm weird, and I have certain unique tastes. I really like Dark Passage. I'm a Bogey Bacall fan, and I love Dark Passage. I love the fact I said I always stream when you're at work. I literally tried to do this one like on time for you. It's like my birthday gift to you, man. I want to stream at a time, and you deserve it. You gave me some awesome stuff that I'm so excited about. Water Releasing. I got to get some stuff from Water Releasing. By the way, it's not. I got a couple other things too that are not movies. So I'll just show them really fast. Petrified Forest. Oh, nice. So there's so many. So I was at a flea market, right? Like a Dark Passage for Agnes Moritz. She's fantastic in that film. I think that's the thing. Yeah, I like different stuff. I march to the beat of my own drummer. So I was at a flea market, and this guy had a bunch of stuff like basically the store. I think the store closed down. He bought it like liquidated like a couple from a couple stores. Hey, Peter, welcome. So I grabbed some electronic stuff and brand new stuff for a good price. And one thing that I got, your finger syndrome. I'll show you the finger syndrome just in a second. I got some Slasher Studio stuff as well. But I also got this here. So nobody else but me is going to be excited about this. But this is the Pokemon ball, the Pokeball. From, this is, I think, for Let's Go Pikachu Eevee. Also for the, if you play Pokemon Go, that's it's, you know, it's a game on your phone. It also worked for that as well. So only me will be excited about this, but this thing here runs for like 70 bucks in here in Canada. This little thing here, this little Pokeball runs for $70, and I got it for 20. So pretty excited about that. I got a Switch, Nintendo Switch. That's like my favorite system. And so to for the it was 9 when you started though, Jace. I wanted to do a video for like I want to do like a streaming video. This is a stream video. I want to do a video on streaming, and I've got the Amazon stick. I got the thanks, Corey. I got the Apple TV. I was missing one thing because it's a three-way race when it comes to the to those streaming like sticks and stuff like that, the streaming things. And I didn't have this, so I got this for like around 10 bucks. This is a Roku Express stick. And again, if you know the price, it's around 60 bucks, 60, 70 bucks around here in Canada. So really good price for this. I'm going to set this up tonight, actually. It'll be good for my better half because basically when she's not feeling well, we got a TV upstairs in the bedroom. We got a 55-inch in the bedroom. So I'll be actually setting this up so that she can actually say she's not feeling well. And she doesn't want to be going back and forth, like taking the DVD. You say that culture treating you like Tarzan. There, so I'll be doing like a review of all three. I did set this up for my sister, and in her house, and she was fairly impressed. I'll give you a little bit of a sneak peek there, in what was there. It definitely had more than the Amazon Fire Stick does. So we'll look into both of those, and the Apple as well. I would tell you one way that so we got a Roku fan there. One way that Apple is going to lose out right now. There is no suck your remote in the world than the Apple TV remote. It is the worst remote, hands down, period. I hate the Apple TV remote, and I do like Apple TV, but I despise that little thin silver monstrosity that with barely any buttons. Oh my God! I so hate the Apple TV remote. It is the worst out of all the remotes. I had to get that out of my system. I had to breathe a bit. But if I set this up for my my sis, and when I did, I noticed that this the remote in this one is is an IR. So this here basically is an Android. This is a yeah. So this one uses a remote, uses like an IR kind of like style remote. So the old school stuff. So you can correct me if I'm wrong. Peter has Roku. I'm pretty sure it's not a 8-bit for Apple. Everything I got is Apple. It's just that remote. I really hate that remote. This would work with the universal remote, wouldn't it? Because like if you ever lost a remote, like you're not going to spend a fortune like you would with an Apple or something like that. This is going to work with the universal remote because it's using an IR type of system. So you cannot say I did not go like all out and showing you guys stuff here. And for people that just came in, because for people that missed out, I'm going to show you, I'm going to show off one last time as I talk to you about Bond and all that stuff. The stuff that because you guys probably moved on. You guys gone on. You've got your own conversation going on here, which is pretty awesome. I can see the amount of people that are here have dwindled down to like, was up to over 20, never did 12 people. Shame on you guys. But people got lives and work and stuff like that too. From Vinegar Syndrome, I have Wacko. A Graydon Clark film. Hopefully this will be done, talked about in an upcoming Just to This podcast. I also got Battle from the Lost Planets and Mutant War double feature. Sci-fi with a bunch of like stop motion animation, stuff like that. Should be cheesy fun. Thank you, Brian, from Just to This and Pure Cinema podcast for these. I would not have these without you. Celluloid Shot, whose birthday is today, so make sure you, 1, subscribe to his channel, 2, say happy birthday to him. Got me some Slasher Studio stuff, so loving this here. So Dismembering Christmas, which is a limited edition DVD. This is number 42 of 50, sorry, VHS, number 42 of 50. The DVD of Dismembering Christmas. Westerns scare people. Westerns are fun. I love Westerns, man. The Irrational Fear, that's their latest one, 130 of 200, limited edition. And a 159 of 200 for Don't Go to the Reunion. I heard Robot Holocaust is getting released. It's been a while. Let me think about it and then try and remember it. Then we'll talk a bit more about that. There's some releases coming out soon. There's the, what is it? Is it The Possession or the Corruption of Chris Miller? It's a Spanish film. A little seen Spanish film, actually. Definitely gotta have that. The Corruption of Chris Miller is Vinegar Syndrome. And Robot Holocaust, right? Oh, God, is from Scorpion. You're right, Warlock. There's a few different ones coming out. There's a few like things announced. You guys are talking Den of Thieves. Like you guys are so. I have the like. What I have to do later when I wake up is make sure that I got to put Celluloid Shot's thing on here. American Horror Project Volume 2. I'm actually very excited about that. As you can see in the background, you can't see. As you can now see in the background, I have American Horror Project Volume 1. And I'm a big fan. I really like what they do with it. I've been waiting a long time for them to put out Volume 2. So that's huge. Not only that, though, they stated there is going to be a big slasher announcement from Arrow coming up at Texas Frightmare. So when those get dropped, when those announcements get dropped, you can bet we're going to be talking about them here on the channel altogether. We'll talk about like the Arrow announcements. We'll talk about like the whatever that big slasher one is. Does anybody have any guesses what that slash one could be? Yeah, Corey, there's a big slasher announcement coming. Like aside from the American Horror Project Volume 2. That's one announcement. But they also announced that there's going to be a big slasher announcement. And I think it's during Texas Frightmare. Like, if anybody else can correct me on that. You think it's going to be My Bloody Valentine? It could be. They tease that. That would be a great one. If we can get the uncut version of My Bloody Valentine. Though, what they should do, what they need to do, if it's My Bloody Valentine, they need to contact the YouTuber that lives next to Valentine's Bluff. That's what they need to do. So if Vinegar Syndrome or Arrow Video is doing My Bloody Valentine, I live there. I live right next to it. I can go over and I can do a little video. I can get them footage of Valentine's Bluff right now, as it is today, as opposed to as it was then. Because I live right next to Sydney Mines, where the movie was filmed and made, and all those scenes were done. When you're looking at the outdoor scenes, stuff like that, I drive through there all the time. So, Arrow, if you're doing My Bloody Valentine, talk to me. I'm there. See, guys, don't you think that would be a great idea? But yeah, the big slasher announcement's coming. See, that's what they should do. The movie club needs more. We need more exposure. These people need to. These companies need to know that we talk about and buy so much of their stuff. That we deep dive into these companies, and I drank tea. I had a coffee yesterday, Jesse, at my just before I left, because I knew I was going on a big trip. Usually, when I have a coffee, I don't have it regular. I have like the French vanilla stuff that you put into the coffee. I like that. Deluxe box set of Cronenberg Fly. Den of Thieves. I don't think I've seen that one yet. My kids just moved into a new apartment, by the way. I gotta get that out there. Celluloid Shot. I gotta ask you to do something for me. When I'm gonna pass out after this video, no word of lie. That's a given. Link your channel in the comment section down below. Put your channel link down there for everybody to go to it. I'm also gonna take that link and put it right in the description box when I wake up. So do that and comment in the comment, not here, but in the comment section down below. Make sure when this thing goes live, right now it goes on there. Do that, and because you definitely deserve major kudos. This was an amazing package. I got the present on your birthday, and that's really kind of cool. I really appreciate that. I never expected anything like that, and it was amazing. It was awesome. I was literally getting on the boat, and I got a text from my better half and said, I just opened something up because I thought it was one of your birthday presents, but it looks like it's from somewhere else. And she wasn't quite sure where it was from, because she wasn't on here when that happened. They're doing great, Jace. So far. Now my youngest, a little under the weather right now, getting over a cold. They've been moving for the last week, so we got them to go up to, because they were living in they had rooms, but they're moved into an apartment. Need furniture. So we're sending them out a couch that way, and we got them a couple beds. So that's a start on the furniture for the apartment. They got their beds, they got the couch, they already got the TVs and stuff like that. And, their video game systems, all that, because, what self-respecting, university student or person in their early to mid-20s doesn't have their Switch, right? Or their PS4, or nowadays both. Everybody's got Switch. Everybody's got PS4. Even me, here I am. I'm in my 40s, and I'm always at night, if I'm not watching a movie or in between, I'm opening up my Switch. I got I have the what do you call it, Nintendo online service. So I'll go and I'll play a lot of the old school games. So I'll play some Zelda. I'll play some Super Mario Bros. 3, that type of stuff. I'm pretty old school when it comes to that. And then I'll play some Super Smash Brothers, and I'll suck. I will suck big time. You're a PC guy? I've never been able to get into that, and I think it is because I've always been a console guy. That's the thing. They do have all that stuff, so they are sad. So I've never been able to get. Now I know PC has come a long way, and back in the day, nowadays you can get a controller, and you can play like that. Obviously, if you're talking about graphical capabilities, PC is pretty much it gets up there type of thing. But a lot of games, just for me, I think the best. Zork on PC. That's true. doing mods and that are fantastic for PC. But I grew up like my first. I'm older, guys. My first game system was, but I did play on a PC too. So here we go. So my first game system was Atari 2600, old school. And after that, then I had my first PC gaming system, right? And it was a, oh God, it was from Radio Shack. I played Dungeons and Daggerath on it. Fantastic game. Check it out. It's really cool. But after that, like, I never really got into it. I played some like Myst on the Apple. You still got 2600? That's one of the ones I got to get. I still got to get a new 2600. Well, not new, you know what I mean. PC for live Google Hangouts. I do have. Well, I've got this. I've got actually I got a PC upstairs. My PC is attached to my TV, but it is a dedicated media machine. Basically, watch my YouTube, stuff like that. It's not like it does not have the capacity for gaming. Grew up in Commodore 64. Nice. I play Jeopardy on Commodore 64, and I got like my iMac upstairs in the in one of the kids' rooms actually, and because when the kids come to visit, and then but like I got most of the older systems. Oh, it's okay, Corey, man. Get some sleep, man. That's okay. You've been here for like 70-something minutes. So appreciate it. SNES, 30-year-old system. So I got an SNES right down there right now. SNES, awesome system. You know what really stands the test of time? Any of you guys into retro, like into the retro systems, collect the older systems? Because a lot of you guys like. I wish I could computer program Warlock. I know BASIC. I actually created when I was like younger, back in the BASIC days. Have a great evening, Corey, and I really appreciate you coming in there. Get some good sleep, man. You deserve it. I created a Clue game on my with BASIC. And I used like randomizer for certain rooms, so you could the mystery. So for the mystery portion of it. But the way that I did is I changed up a couple of the rooms so that in one of the rooms you could play. You could play you could play dice, or you could play like poker, like just like basic hands poker type of thing. I did that in a couple of the different rooms so that just to like put a little bit more onto it, and I used to have a lot of fun with that. I try to play. I don't get as much time as I used to, but I try to get a little bit of time. So that's why the Switch is so easy for me. I just take it out of the dock and I can just play it like that. I do tend to suck at Super Smash Brothers Ultimate though. I'm really bad. I wish I could tell you I'm the boss at it or something like that. I'm not. I'm pretty sucky. Yeah. But retro system that stands the test of time that you might think would, GameCube. If you've never had the Nintendo GameCube and you got retro systems and you want a game system, an older game system, you could probably hook up to maybe a CRT television or something like that, and you want it to look awesome. I'll let you in on a little secret. PS2, love the system. Fantastic. Graphics, loading time, that type of stuff does not stand the test of time. Doesn't do it very well, I'll be honest. Great games. Some of them though, yeah, you can tell they're older. They look it. GameCube, not so much. GoldenEye, N64 Classic, this is a good one. But GoldenEye 2, just play GoldenEye now, Jason. It's a fantastic game. It's a classic and it works so well in its day. And I'm sure if the updated it in a new way and put some stuff, not the way they did on the Wii, because I don't really think that totally worked out. But if they really worked on like a new James Bond game. I hate to say this, but Quantum of Solace was a horrible movie. It was a fantastic game. I just really liked the game. I like EON too, Everything or Nothing. But Mostly play shooters. It's racing and strategy and mobile. See, the only shooter that I got right now is Call of Duty 3, like the new, Black Ops 3 one. I got that one. It was Godzilla. Oh, nice, Peter, you rock. If my oldest was here, she would think you're awesome for that. Adventure games. So what do you play? Are you like when you think say adventure games? For me, I think like Tomb Raider, and I think like I got the PS4, so I think like Uncharted, that type of stuff. I love that stuff. And that all comes back to, like, again, the Atari 2600. What was my game I played back then? I played Pitfall. Pitfall was my game, man. Pitfall was the bomb. Oh, I love Borderlands too. But Pitfall, did anybody? So I'm the oldest person in this room, obviously. But if you've never played Pitfall, man, Pitfall Harry. Oh, so you mean like the style, like that's all the one. I remember the Sam Max game. Kind of remember the Monkey Island one. Now, did you get into like the I guess the Telltale games? So went back when they did that too. The point and click stuff. So you like the Myst in that too, right? Then basically, because Myst was a beautiful looking game. Leisure Suit Larry. I remember Leisure Suit Larry actually. So yeah, so Nightfire was your thing on the PS2. You do like your James Bond, man. You really do. Battlefield, Call of Duty, Medal of Honor games. Yeah, I play Call of Duty. Although I do think that they try to rip you off now with those season passes. It's ridiculous. If I've spent 70 or 80 bucks for a Call of Duty game, that's what I'm paying. I'm not buying extra to get extra maps or any of that stuff. I'll play what I get with that $70 or $80. I'm not getting a year-long pass with another 70 bucks. I'm the second oldest. What was your first system, Wolf? You probably said and I missed it. Bond Maniac. See, that could have been your name, Jay. She could have went with Bond Maniac or something like that. Games that serve as killing game dangers. It is. I mean, like, I hate when I pick up a game. It's like, is this one I'm gonna have to pay, or is there more? Built-in DVD. Well, that's the thing. Game systems. People like realize game systems and a lot really push media in a way, like physical media. The PS2, for instance, pushed like the sale of DVDs. The PS3 helped push the sale of. Then you're a little older than me, Peter. I'm still in the 40 range for now. I'm 47. I don't mind saying my age. But yeah, so PS3 pushed Blu-rays, and Xbox One, One S and X, kind of pushed 4K like into. I wish that the PS4 would have had 4K capability, because I think that we would have seen 4Ks do a lot better if PS4 would have had 4K capability. From Russia with Love is amazing. It still kills me that they made a game, like an excellent game, based on one of the best movies, like best early films, Bond films, and they did really well on it, and that wasn't like, hey, geez, maybe we should mine this Bond franchise, which has made so many different films, and make games of these movies. Maybe we can do that, like do quality versions of that. That's what they should have done. But right now, guys, I'll be honest, I hit the wall. So I've been up for a bit. I just hit the wall. My body felt me hit the wall. I'm going to get some sleep because, oh man, do I need it. Thank you so much. Thank you, Celluloid Shot, for the amazing, amazing gifts. Have a great birthday, by the way. You're not here now, but Brian, when you see the rest of this video, thank you so much for the Vinegar Syndrome. We'll work on the gist of this podcast. I promise we'll get to do that really soon. Cliffhanger. And if you play Atari 2600, make sure you check out Pitfall and one of my favorite Atari 2600 games, Hero. Check out Hero. It's a really good game. You got a jetpack and everything. It's super cool. Make sure you check out Jason's channel. Check out everybody. Everybody out here, a lot of you guys have channels. Always feel free to pimp your channels, whether it's in the chat or in the comment section down below. Let people know your channels. Let people know where to find you. And know that you're not just awesome commenters, but you are awesome YouTubers as well. I am Aaron. You guys are the Movie Club. I am going to pass out. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great evening. And if I can do it, I'll do one later on tonight after I wake up. And thanks, guys. You rock.